We have Robert from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Robert, how you doing? Thanks for calling, bud. What's on your mind?
Good, sir. I really appreciate the opportunity to the opportunity to speak with you and Bill. Both of you bring it every night. Bill, I'll just cut to the chase. President Trump has been pursued relentlessly for 6 years. Does he deserve it?
Sometimes. The document thing, though, Trump is the happiest guy in America tonight because there can't be any legal action taken against him because Biden did the same thing. We don't know it at the level, but it's the same thing. And Biden hid it by not exposing the situation before the midterms, and that's pretty dastardly. But as for Donald Trump, he was his own worst enemy. Imprecise in his language, exaggerated. I remember one time I took him down for saying thousands of Muslims demonstrated happiness after 9/11. That never happened. So he would do things like that, which opened up the opportunities for the people who hate him, and they are legion, to attack him unmercifully, which they did. And then it was a cycle of attacks. So I used to suggest to Donald Trump that, look, don't fight every battle. Just fight the ones that are important.
The media is not in the mercy business when it comes to checking politicians.
No, it's in the exploitation business.
Absolutely.
And one thing before we get to the next thing. George Santos is my congressman right here on Long Island where I am right now. He's a I did.
How do you feel about
grifter.
Yeah, he's a grifter. He took you. He took you, Bill.
Well, he didn't take me because I voted against Zimmerman, who's a left-wing loon. Okay, not for Santos.
Well, now you got a pathological liar in there. Good job. You want this guy as your congressman?
Worse than that. He's a grifter.
Yeah.
He will not make it. I'm giving him the over/under 60 days and he's out. Because they're going to find illegal things that he did. Wait.
If they're encouraged to investigate. If they're encouraged to investigate. The only thing I'll say about the documents...
They're looking at him now like crazy.
...is the saving grace, and it is grace, for Trump and for Biden and for most of these guys is they have no idea what documents they retained, and the statute demands it.
That's correct.
It's got to be willful retention. I don't know about the didn't release them before the midterms. I don't think Biden knew anything about this. I have no reason to believe otherwise. The only problem
that's impossible, Cuomo.
Excuse me?
That's impossible.
What's impossible?
So 6 days before the midterms, his lawyers, his own lawyers, discovered the documents, reported it to the archives. And you're telling me his own lawyers wouldn't tell him?
Oh, no, look, they may have, but I don't think they hid it. And I think that, look,
of course they hid it.
Well, they're the ones who disclosed it.
Of course they hid it. We didn't find out until a couple of days ago, Cuomo.
But they disclosed it. The archive, the DOJ didn't come to them and say, do you have these documents? They told the DOJ.
Yeah, 2.5 months later, after a major election, they disclosed it.
I think it's a problem, but it's a different legal dynamic. And I mean, if you're going to clap about that, then you'd be condemning Trump because you know his guys fought it, hid it, moved him around, did other things. He's going to have to deal with that as well.
I think Trump was crazy to fight that.
Well, but he fights because he gets rewarded for fighting because it's him attacking the system, and that's what the little guy likes to see.
To some extent.
Yeah, I got it. Let's get another call.
To some extent.
We're going to go, this is a hot topic. We're going to go to Ray from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Ray, how you doing? Thanks for calling.
I'm fine, Chris. Good evening. I was in the military 28 years, and I myself had a top-secret clearance. And I know for a fact that if a soldier lost classified documents, he would lose his clearance, he would lose his job, he would lose his career, and he could be either dishonorably discharged or even imprisoned at Fort Leavenworth after a general court-martial. So my question is, if the president serves as the commander-in-chief of the entire U.S. military, why is he not held to the same standard as a common soldier who would be greatly
Ray, let me take that. Cuomo was right, and that my whole body shakes when I say those words. Cuomo was right. Neither Trump nor Biden have the concentration power to go in and analyze documents that are being put into boxes. They don't. They didn't know what was in there. I'm thoroughly convinced of that. Trump handled it wrong. Biden handled it wrong. They're both culpable.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.